We're here at Pahl's Market talking with Jackie Overom about soil amendments for specific projects. Jackie, you have a number of items here, but of course the first one is the soil acidifier. Tell us what that's for.
Do you know, here in Dakota County we have so much clay content and alkalinity in our soil. There are certain plants that like more acidic soil, and this is a good organic way to add that acidic base to your soil. When you're growing hydrangeas or blueberries or azaleas, those plants like a little more acidity in their soil, and these soil conditioners are a good way to get there.
Now, you also have garden lime,
Yeah.
which is pretty much the opposite.
It does the opposite,
Okay.
and lime can be used for a number of things. You can treat moss in your garden with lime. You can also put a light coating of it, and it'll help with dog spots. There's a few tricks with lime you can use.
That's a good one. And we also have a potash.
Potash is potassium, and that helps your plants have general health and vigor. It'll make the structure of your plant stronger, and it helps plants grow evenly.
All right. And urea.
Yep, urea is nitrogen, and nitrogen,
That's it.
great nitrogen, helps everything turn green and helps the foliar parts of your plants.
Jackie, thank you so much. There are plenty of research tools out there, as you can see, but one of the best tools is a soil test kit. And you can pick one of these up at any box store, nursery, garden center as well. Another one that I use is through the University of Minnesota Extension. It is an extremely comprehensive soil test, and it's $15. You can go online, look at our website, and get all the information on how to take a soil test and get it to the University of Minnesota Extension. They will tell you what sort of amendments you need, and they'll also tell you a lot more information than you'll get with one of these soil testing kits. But like I say, if you don't have the time to do that, these do work. The garden centers are filling up, and we gardeners have an itch that just must be scratched. Well, today I am with Kathy Nass from Donahue's Greenhouse in Faribault, and we're talking about cool season flowers. Kathy, you have an array of flowers here. Obviously, these are the ones that you suggest us to start our cool season gardens with. What have you got here?
Well, we've got some Diacia and Nemesia, different colors, and then of course the pansies. Everybody's familiar with those. And something new this year is a cool wave pansy.
How large will this grow?
I'm thinking it's going to get nice and large and full, real spreading.
And this is a zonal geranium. What does that mean?
A zonal geranium is a geranium that's taken from a cutting from another plant.
The color is phenomenal. It's just gorgeous. And also, there are some cool season perennials. Tell us about this.
Yeah, these are
stunning.
our specialties. So this is a Macropatella blue, and this is a pink one here. Early blooming. So when I say early
blooming.
it's going to be early blooming for Minnesota, which is May. This will
And what is the flower?
What is
It's
the,
a clematis.
It's a clematis. Yeah, we should say that. That's our specialty. But so a lot of the clematis you see bloom in June in your garden, but here are some early ones, and then you can have your June and summer bloomers, and then also the fall blooming variety.
Oh, absolutely beautiful. Well, Kathy, thank you so much for the gorgeous that you added. I think you just scratched my itch a little bit.
All right.
So, thanks, Kathy.
Thank you.
Early season flowers aren't the only plants, of course, in the cool season. We're talking lettuce. We're at the Minnesota Horticultural Society with Tom McCusick, who is the publisher of Northern Gardener magazine, one of my absolute must-read magazines. Tom, okay, first off, who's this guy?
That's Mr. Tomato Guy. He's our mascot. He goes to all of our events, and kids have their picture taken with him.
And we may introduce a tomato in here or two. But right now, what we have is lettuce. And tell us about this.
Well, these are lettuces, heirloom variety of lettuces that I started, this one about 2 weeks ago, in just trays from cookies in
Cookie
seed
trays.
starting mix. Yeah, that's right.
Well, and they're one of the easiest plants to start.
They really are, Terry, because all you do is saturate the mix, sprinkle the seeds on top, cover them with a light dusting of more mix, mist it down with a water bottle, and then put it under grow lights or in a sunny window.
Well, let's take a look at some more of those wonderful greens. So, Tom, what's the number one thing people need to know about starting lettuce seeds?
Well, that it's really easy. You don't need an expensive lighting setup or complicated materials. These are just plastic shelves with shop lights from a big box retailer hung by bungee cords from the bottom of the shelves. We've got lasagna trays from the dollar store and plastic cookie containers, and that's really all you need.
Now, your containers, do they have drainage?
Yeah,
drainage
holes are drilled in the bottom. You do.
Okay, okay. And how many do you usually put in there? I'm just kind of curious. What do you usually?
I fill it up.
Few?
The mix goes up to about 3/4 of the depth of the container, and the deeper the container, the better.
Okay.
The roots can be more established then before you plant it outside. And I don't thin the sprouts. They just...
You don't do any thinning whatsoever?
They just do
so
what they do, right.
Okay.
And they stay in these trays then until I can move them outside and plant them.
And these are the seeds that you just planted.
Yeah, that's the same mix as that lettuce there, but that's just 3 days ago.
3 days ago, and it's already up and
they're really
starting.
fast. Yeah.
Life wants to grow. Well, Tom, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate being here at the Minnesota Horticultural Society, and certainly make sure you get Northern Gardener magazine. It is, again, one of my favorites.
Thanks, Terry.
Also, dig in. Next, we get all wet. Stay with us.
Dig In is growing. From the West Coast to the East, you'll see Dig In popping up everywhere with expert local gardening advice. Wherever you are, watch for Dig In, planting garden-to-table know-how across the country.